Hello everyone. I think let's see, is this working? Oh my, hello. Hi everybody. I think this is working. Let's see here. Maybe not. Hello, is anything working? Squishy! Hey! Alright, okay, yes, it's working. Hello, welcome. Okay, I just wanted to pop on and do a quick lunch with Laura. We're not going to be streaming for too long today, but I did want to, hello everybody. Let's see who's here. We've got Squishy, of course. We've got Jo Beth, Linda, Oana, Savannah. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. Hey Emily, hello. Awesome, working, yes, good. Technology, okay. I'll get the hang of my new live stream setup hopefully pretty soon. So I just, we're going to continue working in the Villain San book, probably next week. It all depends on how I'm feeling, but I just wanted to do a quick color and chat. So we're working in my Circle Portraits book today, my well-loved copy, and I'm just going to be coloring this little lady here just for fun. And I've never used these Tombow, okay, I'm going to say this wrong too, Erogiton. Anyway, these pencils, so I thought I would give them a try. Why not? You know, we're going to have some fun. But, oh, hello, Abby. Okay, sorry, kitty. Kitty intermission already. We haven't even gotten that far. Come here, you. Come here. Oh, goodness. Hello. Hello. So Abby has been super snuggly today. Sorry about that, guys. So, hi. Yeah, so we'll talk about, I have a lot of things to talk about today, so that's why I thought I would just jump on and have a little chat with you guys, and that way I can answer a whole lot of questions all at once. So the first question that people have been asking me is about the major new changes with the YouTube policies. And while I chat, I'm going to also color, because hopefully we can do both at the same time. Hey, Abby. Okay, and I haven't even swatched these guys. No, Abs, come here. Come on. Come on. Come here. Sorry, guys. She just doesn't want to. She wants to be on the table. Come on. Come here. Yes, thank you. Oh, she's so sweet, though. That is how I pronounce it. Hello. Awesome. All right. Good guess from me. Okay, so I'm going to snag, oh, this is a beautiful color. Let's see. It's Autumn Leaf, D3, or I don't know which one it, so it's CLRDO3. So I'm just going to jump right in. And I'm doing this one-handed because I have Abby on my arm. So I'm just going to start somewhere not as important, and that way if she jumps that I won't bump the camera or something. So anyway, a lot of people have been asking me about the YouTube policy, and a lot of people have been concerned that unfortunately it looks as though there's going to be some issues with the coloring community on YouTube coming very soon. The main reason being is that, for those of you who don't know, YouTube was fined a whole lot of money by the FTC, and let's see if I can zoom in a little. And unfortunately, oh, she loves to be filmed. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. Let's zoom in really quick, just so you guys can see this a little better. And I'll apologize for my nails. I did them, but I've already been working and they've chipped a little bit, so I'm sorry about that. Yeah, so the live chats, Emily said she's concerned about that. Hi, Susan. Hello. Hi, Christina. Oh my goodness, we've got a whole bunch of people popping in. Thank you guys for coming. Hi, Robin. Okay, thanks, Robin. That's great. I don't feel that they are clear at all, though. I've been watching a whole lot of videos, but, you know, I don't remember if I've watched that particular one. Did they talk about adult coloring in that video, Robin? So far, I've contacted YouTube directly, and I've also been watching a whole bunch of videos, and unfortunately to me the law seems very vague and unclear. So I don't know, I'm not targeting children, I'm not trying to, the subjects that I talk about on my channel are not directed at children. So technically I don't fall under that category. However, I can't tell if a child is going to want to watch my videos anyway. So I'm curious. Yeah, the thing is about that, Robin, though, is that I've heard that unfortunately for people like me who use Crayola crayons or Crayola color pencils, unfortunately may be targeted as a child appealing content. So I'm not sure about that. I've read the laws about it, so I'm not really sure. My main thing is I don't really know what's going to happen. I don't think anybody really knows what's going to happen until it does. So my plans are for my channel. I don't want anybody to panic. I'm not going anywhere. I'm planning on demonetizing my channel since the ad revenue that I get is minimal at best. And I'm not really here for that anyway. I'm here to have fun and color, so I'm not really concerned about making money through my channel. So I'm going to be demonetizing my entire channel. This is going to take me a while to do. I have to change my upload defaults. I have to go through and demonetize my videos. The reason why I don't just want to tag my content as child content is because it's not. I don't talk about things that kids would be interested in, and I'm not really trying to teach kids. It's not that I don't appreciate it if a kid wants to watch my videos, but that's not who I'm targeting, and that's not who my primary audience is. So for that reason, I figured if I just demonetize all of my videos, I'm going to take away the main reason why the FTC would target my channel, which is the ads that appear on my videos. However, there could be some problems with commenting, notifications, maybe live chat. I'm not sure. Again, I haven't really seen anything that has a definitive answer to it as to what's going to happen. Let's see. Yeah, so let's see, I'm reading here. The ones who use watercolors. Yeah, I know, Robin. Like when I went live today, it asked me if this is directed towards children. And so that's why you'll see in my video titles, I'm now going to be using the term adult coloring instead of just coloring. But to me, honestly, if a child is watching my videos, I don't want them to feel alienated. So I'm not going to say that they are not welcome on my channel. Unfortunately, that means that I could be targeted because I do my artwork for a general audience. Now, when you look at my channel analytics, it says that the majority of people, 99.9% of people who watch my channel are above the ages of 25, actually. Not even teenagers watch my videos. So I should be fine. I shouldn't have any issues, but it's all whether or not the machine decides that because I'm using brightly colored pencils and because I'm coloring in a coloring book, it may decide that I have child appealing content anyway. Let's see. Yeah, so what's going to happen, Robin, is that it's not just that we choose our own settings, it's that there will be a machine that decides whether or not the video is accurately labeled. And once those settings have been decided by the machine, they are irreversible, is what YouTube is telling us. So, yeah, I'm hoping that it should be fine. I'm hoping that, especially because I'm going to be taking off the ads on my channel, that I should be totally okay. I hope that they won't target me as far as the disabling comments and stuff, because that's the main reason why I would be upset, is that's the primary way that I communicate with you guys, other than the live chats, is through the comments on the videos themselves. But that's okay, because there's a workaround. So I'm just putting it out there now. If you have something you want to tell me and the comments are disabled on any one of my videos, then I want you to go ahead and feel free to email me. I read and respond to every single email. So that's my way of sort of helping you guys out as far as communicating with me. I'm also on Instagram and Facebook, so there are plenty of ways to get in touch with me. The other problem is that you may no longer get notifications for my videos. Again, I'm not sure what's going to happen. I should be fine. But if these things do happen to my channel, I just want you guys to know that I will find a way to let you know. Through my email list is probably going to be the way that I'll let you guys know when my regularly scheduled live streams will be appearing. And I will schedule them ahead of time, so that way you can set a reminder for that video. I could also set them to be private, so that way you know, there's no chance at all of any kind of trouble from the FTC. See, the problem that I have and the concern I have is that you could be fined if you are found in violation of the law. And I don't have $42,000 to spend on a fine. So that's my main concern, is that I don't want to be fined. I don't want to appear that I'm trying to break the law. I'm not trying to break any kind of law. It's just that I don't feel that my channel is suitable for children, especially under the age of 13. That's not really, you know, I talk about adult things and, you know, like what's going on in my life and so forth, and I'm not really trying to teach a younger crowd. So unfortunately, I don't feel it's the right classification for my channel, but at the same time, I'm not sure what the government is going to decide is child appealing. So let's see here. I'm going to read some of the chat. Comments minimization will be disabled if you do not mark your upload or live stream is not directed towards children. I don't really know what you mean, Robin. But yeah, no, Robin, it's not just that though. You can set your channel as adult, but if the machine decides that you are not an adult channel or that you are child appealing, then the machine will reverse your own choices. At least that's what I've been told. So that's why I'm saying I can choose all I want, but if there is an issue and the YouTube algorithms decide that because I'm using Crayola crayons, I am child appealing, then they will reverse my own choices. That's what I'm trying to say. So I'm not really sure if you've seen that as well, but nobody really knows. I mean, I've read the FTC website and the law is extremely vague. It doesn't really determine what happens to people like us who are coloring and coloring books. So, you know, as much as we can say what you know, what might happen, I don't think anybody really knows. So I figured by removing the ads on my channel, That's the main problem that the FTC has with YouTube, and the reason why they fined YouTube was because of the ads and the way that they were targeting children. So I figure at least that will take away a huge portion of the reason why they would fine me. But unfortunately, I just really don't know what's going to happen. And I don't think anybody really does, as much as they say they do, because I actually contacted YouTube directly and they told me that they're not really sure what I should do for my channel. So if YouTube doesn't know and the government won't answer any questions, then, you know, we're kind of out of luck. So as much as I would like to believe that I'm fine, I don't know if I'm going to be fine. However, because this is not my primary source of income, I have a full-time job and I work, you know, I do a totally different business besides coloring. So I'm not really relying on my ad revenue to make any kind of money. So I'm just going to disable that. But as far as the rest goes, my main concern is just that I will get a huge fine. So we'll see. Hi Pickle. Hi Zeely. Yeah, it's gonna be a couple of weeks before I feel completely better, guys, and I'll go over that a little bit more a little bit later. So anyway, regardless of what happens to my channel, I'm gonna find a way to continue to make videos, whether that be maybe I do more Instagram live streams, maybe I move to Twitch, maybe we'll be fine and there's no issue at all. So, you know, I'm not really sure what is going to happen, but I just want to reassure you guys that I'm not going anywhere, and we're going to figure out how to best handle whatever changes come in the future. So we're going to be fine in any case. The second thing I want to go over, I've been giving away freebies on my email list, just on my website, and I love being generous with the community and giving away these free pages. However, I've been told by a few people and seen for myself that unfortunately it seems like people are feeling that they have the rights to distribute those freebies after, well, at any point, but especially after the limited time period is up. I just want to say, you know, you guys, like, I'm not targeting anybody here in this chat. I'm just making a general announcement. But when you distribute any kind of PDF from any artist or illustrator to somebody who hasn't purchased it or hasn't gone through the proper channel to, like, acquire that PDF, then what you're doing is stealing from the artist. There's a whole bunch of things about copyright law. I linked an article down below in the description where you can go ahead and check out the struggles that artists face. That article is specific to artists. You know, it's a really hard thing. I don't make a living doing my artwork because I just literally don't make enough money to do that. And that's okay with me. However, you know, it kind of sucks when people take advantage of things that I'm doing as a free, you know, free download or whatever. You know, people are months later still distributing those files around. What that does is it not only hurts my sales, but it also kind of devalues my work in the community. So basically what happens is people think it's totally okay to take advantage, and then they do it, and then it kind of keeps going. I've seen other artists in the community who have had their work distributed illegally as well. It's very disheartening to artists who are having a really hard time doing their work, trying to get their name out there, and then seeing these things happen. It's you know, another artist came to me and she was very upset. She's like, has this ever happened to you? I'm so upset. I can't even explain. Like, I haven't sold anything, but here everybody's downloading all my work, you know, and she asked me what I would do, and I didn't really have a good answer for her because unfortunately, unless we find the culprit who has done the distributing, there's really not much we as artists can do. And so, you know, if you see somebody in the community giving away other artists' artwork without any sort of written consent from the artists themselves, you know, please just speak up and put a stop to it, because it's not just hurting the artist, but it also hurts the community as well. Because see, if the artist can't make money doing their work, some of them, like I don't make money doing my work, but some of them, they're trying to make a primary source of income with their artwork. And if they can't make money doing it, then they're going to stop doing it. So what ends up happening is by hurting the artists, you know, you end up creating less coloring pages for yourself in the long term. So that's why I always love to buy the books. I don't, you know, people offer me free books and I buy them instead, because I don't know, I just love supporting the artists, and I feel, especially because I'm an artist myself, I feel very, I understand how hard the process is. It takes hours and hours to draw a page, and then you know, to try and actually sell it for $1 or $2, and people won't buy it. You know, that just kind of, I don't know, it's like a kick in the face. So I'm not saying that anybody here has done that. I'm just making a general announcement, because it makes me not want to do any more freebies, and that sucks because I love being generous. So, you know, just please respect the artists that do the work. Okay, the next bit I wanted to talk about, I know, this is like such a bummer video, and I'm really sorry about that, guys, but I just, like, I've had so many people coming to me and asking me how my health is and how I'm doing, and you know, I'm not feeling well, and I haven't been feeling well for a long time. However, I'm a very private person, and I don't really like to talk about it. I don't want people pitying me or feeling sorry for me or whatever. It's just that lately, because I'm trying to fight it with very strong medication, it's really hard to conceal it. It's hard for me to hide it. I'm not an actress. I'm a regular, ordinary lady, so I can't really, you know, pretend that everything is perfect or peachy. But the good news is that I am getting medical help for basically I have Lyme's disease. So what that is it's a bacterial infection that was caused by a tick, and I've been dealing with it for quite a long time, and this latest round of antibiotics is just super strong. So that's it. It's nothing serious. It's not contagious. I'm not going to die from it or anything like that. It just makes me super tired, and my joints get really, really achy, and it makes it hard for me to color sometimes. So that's what I'm going through, and that's sort of why I haven't been streaming the past week. I just haven't really been feeling that well, and but the good news is that hopefully I will get better with this latest round of antibiotics, and I'll be back to normal really soon. So don't worry about me. I hope that answers anybody's questions. I've been getting a lot of questions about my health, so I just figured I'd make that public. But, you know, as far as like people messaging me and asking me what's, you know, how I'm feeling, just know that it's going to be a couple weeks before I'm completely better. And I'm probably just going to keep answering the same thing over and over again, that I'm not feeling well. Yeah, Emily, mine is a pretty severe case. Yeah, yep, it's rough. Oh, hi guys, hello. Oh, a whole bunch of people showed up. Anyway, so I hope that answers that question. And then the last thing that I just wanted to talk about in this super bummer video, which I promise you the next video is going to be totally different and more upbeat. And you know, this is very weird for my channel that I talk about all this kind of thing, but unfortunately I just felt the need to address it all at once and get it over with, like ripping off a band-aid, you know, and just talk about it and get it out there in the open, and then that will be it. So this week is an anti-bullying week, and a whole bunch of people have been posting about it on social media, and unfortunately I have been the victim of bullying here in the coloring community. Now, I say victim when really I'm not. I can stand up for myself, and I'm not letting it get to me. But I just wanted to say that, you know, we were talking about child, and adult and all that earlier. Like, I just hope that as the community grows, that we remember kindness and being sweet to people, because, being sick isn't something to joke about or to put down somebody for. Like, I can't help that I got sick. I love to go on adventures in the woods, and unfortunately that was a result of one of my adventures. So, making fun of other people, putting people down, making them feel like crap when they already feel like crap, is not an acceptable behavior. I don't tolerate that kind of thing in my live streams or just in my own personal life. I'm not going to call out any names or talk about that too much because, again, I feel like bullies are best left to be ignored, because then hopefully they'll get bored and move on. But yeah, so I just want to say, like, the coloring community is filled with a whole lot of amazing people, but if you're being bullied or if you're having trouble with somebody, don't hesitate to reach out to a friend and talk to them about it. And if you're feeling rotten or if you're having a really bad day, try not to take it out on anybody. Try and pull aside somebody who you trust and talk about how you're feeling. Get help if you can. That really is a very, very good way to let out some steam. But don't take it out on people who have done you no harm, because it's just not a great way to be. And I just wanted to use my platform to just talk about it, because I have been experiencing it, and I haven't been bullied since I was like in grade school, and not even to this extent. I have never ever experienced this sort of behavior before in my entire life, and I'm shocked that it comes from somebody who is older than me, who I respected and really admired, and so it just kind of came as a huge shock to me. So, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if I kind of withdraw a little bit for a while and stop commenting as much, just because I just sort of want to take care of myself and try to, not let that kind of behavior get to me. And I feel like sometimes the best way is just to kind of, hopefully let all of that negativity blow over, and hopefully they move on and just grow up a little bit. So we'll see. But I'm not going to let them stop me from doing what I love, because I love showing you guys new techniques and new things, and I love teaching and interacting with you. So I'm not going to let any of this, all this crap that's going on with my health, with YouTube, bullies, etc., I'm not going to let any of that get to me, because at the end of the day, coloring is a love, and I have loved art and drawing and painting my entire life, and so I feel like I just got to keep going. So I think that's the end of my little spiel. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry you've been dealing with bullying too, Pickle. Thank you, Emily. I love you guys too. Yeah, so anyway, that's all that I wanted to say as far as the negative stuff. The good news is that I've been working really, really hard. I don't think that I will be able to put out my coloring book this year because of my health. I'm falling behind on my schedule, and I don't feel that I'm going to be able to put out a coloring book, a full coloring book. However, I have hundreds of sketches, guys, like hundreds of sketches. I have so many sketchbooks filled up with ideas on coloring pages. So I think what I'm going to do is just switch gears and kind of go low key and finish up a couple of those new sketches that I've been playing around with lately. And so I'll be putting out a couple of new coloring pages hopefully soon. So you can look forward to that in my Etsy shop. And I'll also be participating in the Steampunk Freakout event. So I've already colored my page, and I'm now working on Grazia Salvo's page. And another awesome thing that's happening, it's super top secret, but all I can say is that there's going to be something amazing happening in the community during the holiday season, and I'm going to be a part of it. So there's a lot to look forward to. There's so many good things happening, so I don't want to just focus on the negative here. I had an amazing time with Sammy's event, and if you guys don't know about what happened with the Steampunk Freakout, you want to go ahead and check out her channel. She's got videos that explain the entire thing, and yeah, it was a really great time. So, and I know Jo Beth has already completed one of the pages from the artist and put up a video, so that's really cool. And there's so many other amazing channels. You're welcome, Jody. Let's see. I'm missing a lot of chat, and I'm sorry. Oh, well, that's not a great result there, Robin. I hope that you feel better. Gosh, ulcers. Anyway, so I just want to say, and if there's anybody out there that is being bullied and you don't have a friend to talk to and you need to talk to somebody, you can always reach out to me in DMs or in email or on Facebook Messenger. I'm always willing to listen. I am not a psychiatrist or psychologist or anything, so I can't give you any good advice as far as how to deal with it. But I am always welcome to be a listening, sympathetic ear. So I just want you guys to know that I'm here for you guys. So anyway, now I'm just coloring. If anybody has any questions though, especially, yeah, just let me know. I'm so sorry, Sammy, about Buzz. Thanks, Louise. I'm going to be just fine. Don't worry. I'm a lot stronger than people think I am. You know, I'm the BMX girl, remember? Well, I guess some of you don't know about that. But, yeah. I can take it. Let's see here. Oh, that's weird, Kenny. Why are you not a mod? There you go. That was weird. You should be. I thought you were. What's going on, guys? Let's keep the chat positive. I know I've just talked about a lot of crappy things, and I'm sorry about that. But I'm not going to call out any names. Let's remember the chat rules. If you don't remember, I can read them off, or they are down in the description below. Awesome, Gary. I'm glad you're coloring again. Oh, Michelle. I wish I could take a trip to Africa. Unfortunately, I don't think I will be able to travel anytime soon, though. Not only have I been unwell, but unfortunately, my little kitty, Abby, she is 17 years old, and she's just been struggling a lot recently with her health as well. So I'm not leaving her alone for 1 second if I can help it. I do leave the house. I go grocery shopping, but you know what I mean. I can't really travel right now. I gotta take care of the little snuggle bug. But that's okay, you know. The thing is about being sick is it's just part of life. And the reason why I didn't make it public is because I don't really need any sympathy about it. You know, I don't want to be treated any differently. It's just that, you know, it's just something that's kind of hard to hide at this point. So I can't hide it, but I don't need any, you know, I don't need anything. I'm in good spirits. You know, it's funny because I shouldn't be with all this crap happening. I should be really down in the dumps, and I admit for a while there I was a little bit bummed. But, you know, through talking with my friends and family and just sort of like figuring out what my priorities are, I just have come to realize that it doesn't really matter what struggles I face. I always come back to art. I always love drawing and painting. And nobody can take that away from me, and nobody can make me feel crappy about it. And coloring is a safe space for me to really enjoy being creative and being de-stressed and so, you know, when I was thinking about it more and more, I was like, you know what? The best thing for me to do is just continue doing what I love, and that is coloring and helping and teaching. So I'm great, actually. I feel so much better now that I've really thought it through and you know, put everything into perspective and really kind of made the decision to not let it get me down, because that's the only thing that bullies can do, is try to have power over how you feel. But as soon as you don't let them take that control over your own feelings, then you take all of the power away from them as far as what they're trying to accomplish with you. So, yeah. So I'm doing okay. I'm doing great. And I'm really looking forward to the holiday season. I'm going to be spending a lot of time with my family. So you might see me, I made a post on Instagram. You might see me commenting a little bit less on Facebook and Instagram. That's just going to be because I really, really want to focus on my family and my boyfriend. Last year I was publishing my Circle Portraits book, and I pretty much ignored the entire holiday season because I was busy working. So I kind of want to make it up to them this year and really put a lot of time and energy into making my family feel really special. So if I don't comment back but I give you a heart, then you know that I've read it and I love you, and I totally, you know, I do see you and I read you, but but I'm just going to take that time that I would normally spend commenting and put that energy into creating more coloring pages, creating more videos, and also just spending some time with the people I really, really love. So I hope you guys understand. It's not going to be forever, and I'm going to be back to commenting because I love replying to all of my comments. You guys know by now that I pretty much, unless I miss it somehow, I reply to everything I read. So, but it's just, it does take a lot of time out of my day. So, okay, I missed a ton of chat. Hold on, I'm reading. Oh my gosh. Yeah, totally agree with you. Oh, thank you, Christine. Yep. Don't worry guys, I'm going to be continuing on for sure. Happy Friday, Nanamo. Thanks for coming in. Hello everybody. Okay. I think I'm sure I'm missing a bazillion things. I'm sorry. If you have something to tell me, just put it in all caps. I'm not used to so many people. But I appreciate you guys all spending some time with me. I love this little lady. I don't know why, but I've been wanting to color this page for a while. I've just been using the one color. That's funny. Let's switch it up. Hold on. Let's see here. Okay, I'm going to use, what is this here? Chestnut brown. This is D2. This is the Erogeton pencils. so cool. Abby girl. Abby's right next to me here. Oh, thank you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with this darker brown, kind of just give more definition. And but yeah, today I've been feeling pretty good actually. I had a great meeting with a client. It's a new client of mine for my my web development business, and I'm going to be working with them, and that's cool. I'm super excited for that new project. And what else has been going on? My sister's doing really well. For those of you who know, she's moved to Florida, and she is doing amazing. She actually quit smoking, and she's on her 7th day smoke-free, and I'm so proud of her. So that's awesome. And what else? What else happened this week? The good news. Yeah, that's everything else has been pretty normal. My washing machine is back to normal. All that craziness is over. I'm just enjoying coloring. Been drawing a lot. Yeah, and I'm excited. So I'm working on Grazia Salvo's new page, and I can show you guys a little preview of that if you want to at the end. But yeah, super exciting. So I don't know, any good news from everybody else? Thank you. Oh, Susie, hold on, let me grab the box. Where is it? Here it is. Oh my goodness. So this set is the I can't read it. Yeah, thanks, Nana. I can't read this. Color dictionary. You know, can anybody read this? He's squishy. I don't know. Well, it looks like this. So let me just zoom out really quick so that way you guys can see it better. I don't really know which set this is, but it looks like this. And I don't know. I'm sorry. I wish I had a better answer. Can anybody read that? Set 1? Okay, good. Thanks, guys. Oh. Take care, Pickle. Oh, you use Google Translate? Oh my gosh. It's set 1. It has a big 1 on the front. I don't... Oh! Oh, right here. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm a little slow. Sorry, guys. My bad. Okay. We're good. Alright, let me zoom back in. Let me zoomy. Yeah, I love these pencils. They're like, this is the first time I'm using them, and I already like them. So yeah, so the packaging, I put them in a little roll-up case, so they're not in the box anymore, but it's a really pretty package. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Kathy, I do like them. Yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do either, Emily, as far as like if I'm going to go to Twitch or something else. I was thinking even like the the live streaming on Instagram might work out okay. So I'm not really sure, or Facebook even. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. But I just figured there's so many ways to capture a video and put it out there. So I'm not really worried too much about it. I'm going to just go with the flow and see what happens, and, you know, see what's going to shake out. Now, if you guys are really upset about this, there is a petition that you can sign in the video description below, like below my video here. I put a link to another YouTuber's video where she has a whole bunch of links in her video. So you can go ahead and check her out. She has a lawyer on her video explaining some things. So that's kind of cool. But more than anything, you can just go ahead and find that petition. I've already signed the petition, and I've written a handwritten letter through snail mail to the FTC telling them why they should be more clear about their rules, and they should let us know exactly who's going to be affected by these by this change, because I feel like if they're not specific, then they could just crack down on random people, and we could be blindsided by it. And unfortunately, not a whole lot of people I know have just 42 grand laying around for a fine that they might have to pay. So it's tough. You know, a lot of us are just doing this as a hobby. Like, I'm not making any real revenue from it, other than I think I made like $100 off of ads in 2 years. So, you know, it's not a source of income for me. I usually use the money that I've got to pay for new art materials, or, you know, equipment, things like that. So it's not like I'm paying my bills with my YouTube revenue. I don't really know anybody who is. So, yeah. So I don't really know what's going to happen, but I figure, you know, if I take off the ads in my videos, then at least the main problem that they might have is kind of like taken out of their... I don't know what I'm doing. Honestly, I just wish somebody would give us a real straight answer, because I've heard so many different conflicting things from YouTube itself, and just reading the FTC website is like, what's happening? I don't understand this. So it's not clear, and I don't think anybody really has a good answer. So very frustrating. But let's see, rules should be written in plain English. Legal stuff, yeah. You know, it's just that it's just like, yeah, what exactly, Emily? What is appealing to a child? I mean, just because, and the thing, I equate it to sort of like television, like, just because a show is not meant for kids doesn't mean that kids don't watch it. But does that mean that the FTC penalizes those shows just because children are watching them? You know, it's like, if a parent hands a phone to their kid and says, here, you can watch YouTube, then the FTC is like taking away that parental consent for that child to watch a video. So even though my videos are directed at adults and they're not meant for children, I'm not talking about like childish things. Like, I'm usually always talking about my own life or what's going on, or, you know, I'm just talking about what I'm doing on the coloring page. You know, I'm not trying to appeal to children, but if my video is appealing to a child, I don't really see how I should be punished for that. I'm not targeting children. My main audience is definitely not children. So, but, you know, if the FTC decides that because I use Crayola crayons, or because I use Crayola color pencils, that my channel, you know, I use those products because there's a lot of people who watch my channel who are retired and who are on a tight, tiny budget. And so I use budget-friendly materials because I'm aware that not everybody can afford really expensive materials. But that doesn't mean that they're for children. But unfortunately, I'm just afraid that the FTC will not find nuance like we do. Like, they don't understand the coloring community. They don't understand what we're doing, you know. So unfortunately, I'm just afraid that that even if I don't think that I'm targeting adults, or I mean children rather, I'm not targeting children, that I'm just afraid that the FTC will still find that my channels are child appealing, and therefore punish me for that, which is kind of ridiculous, because if I don't curse or I don't swear and I'm nice and I don't have any, you know, gory things in my channel, like, does that mean that all of a sudden I should be punished for that? I don't know. It's so convoluted and weird. Oh man, it's gonna be interesting, guys. Stay tuned. But whatever happens, I'll let you guys know where I'm gonna be. So you definitely want to follow my Instagram or my Facebook, and if you're not on either one of those, then you want to go ahead and check out my email newsletter. That's where I'll be announcing things. So at least we can keep in touch and communicate that way. Oh, Michelle, the FTC stands for the Federal Trade Commission, and it's a part of the United States government. And unfortunately, it's being run by a bunch of Nancys. I don't know. I just, no offense to anybody named Nancy out there. But it just seems like nobody understands what they're regulating. Like, they don't bother to sit down and actually, like, watch YouTube and figure out how it works. Or, like, they're punishing us for things that function inside the YouTube website that we have no control over. So, yeah, I don't know. It's just bizarre. To me, the whole thing is just like, I don't know. Nobody knows what they're doing. Yeah, Nicole, so what I did for this video, for example, I'm choosing to now title my videos Adult Coloring. So I'm going to go through every single video I've ever made, which is going to take me a while. I mean, this is just ridiculous how much time it's going to take me to deal with this problem. But I'm going to go through every single video and write adult coloring instead of color and chat. I'm going to go through every single video and demonetize it so I no longer receive money from ads. And I'm also going to, you know, make sure, like, for the Crayola ones, I'm going to say that they might be child appealing. So that way I'm sort of flagging them myself. Even if I don't think that they're for children, I'm just going to go ahead and preemptively strike on that one and just say that they could be child appealing, because that way hopefully I don't get in any kind of trouble. But as far as like the ones where I'm not using any kind of child appealing materials, yeah, I don't know. It's just a big old mess. Guys, life is messy. I guess that's the whole, like, sum up of this video, is life is messy, but we can't let the mess get to us. We just gotta enjoy it anyway. So don't panic. We're gonna still be around. I don't know how. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I figure, you know, if I just stay positive and keep going and stay true to myself and don't worry about all of this stuff going on, everything's going to work out somehow. So, but that's going to be my strategy. If for whatever reason I stop doing YouTube videos, I'll definitely let the community know where I'm going to be, but I'm not going to stop making videos. It'll just be that it might not be on YouTube itself. We'll see. We'll see. So much fun though. I love this page. Oh my goodness. I've been wanting to color this little baby for a long time. Yeah. Unfortunately, Tappy though, it's gonna take me like days to sort through all my videos. It's gonna be a whole lot of work. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, YouTube is going to suffer from it for sure, because, and the thing is I don't think it's YouTube's fault. I think it's the US government's fault. So if you guys have a beef with somebody, go to the FTC and complain to them. Write them a letter like I did. I wrote a handwritten letter, so I actually sat down and wrote on a piece of paper all of my thoughts about it, and I mailed it, snail mail, used a stamp, everything, because I didn't want them to think it was just a bunch of robots that were trying to, I'm a real person with a real channel, and I have real feelings about it. So I was like, you know what, FTC, if you can't understand the digital age and social media, then let me make it clear to you how I feel, because it seems like there's a bunch of dinosaurs or something running the show. I don't know. It's like, come on, really get with it. Like, I don't consider YouTube to be that much different than television or movies or anything else. Like, okay, it's created by people who aren't like trained professionals, but it's just a show like any other. I don't know. To me, it just seems really crazy that there's all this fuss over a bunch of people just trying to have some fun doing arts and crafts. I mean, to me, that just seems totally ridiculous, but whatever. We'll figure it out, guys. And I think no matter what happens, I know that the community will somehow be resilient and find a way to connect. So I don't think it's just me who will figure it out, but I'm sure all the other channels will figure out what they're going to do as well. So, Rochelle, I think part of it is about the money, and I think also part of it is about the FTC trying to force people to adhere to the COPPA law, the COPPA, I believe it is, law. Unfortunately, that law was written mostly targeting websites that that are directly targeting children. And it wasn't really meant for, when it was written, it wasn't really meant for like videos on YouTube. And unfortunately, they're applying it to YouTube. And I feel like when I'm reading the law, it doesn't really say what is child appealing, and it doesn't really say, it's just not specific at all. It doesn't really tell you exactly what kind of content is under that jurisdiction, under that law. So because it doesn't say what's child appealing, it seems like the enforcement of it could be extremely arbitrary. And so that's what I'm afraid of, is that while I may say that my audience isn't children, and I can even prove it by looking at the analytics of my channel, if they feel that it's child appealing, and that's the thing, that's that phrase that's really scary, is because to define what child appealing is kind of so vague and I'm sure that my videos could be appealing to children. I'm going to admit that, because I'm just sitting here coloring, and I'm sure that a child would not see any reason, maybe they might be bored, especially because I talk a lot, but I don't see any reason why my content isn't suitable for children. I specifically don't curse because that's not really who I am, and I don't talk about things that are, I don't talk about like sexy things or anything like that. Like, so yeah, I mean, I guess technically, if a child watched my channel, I wouldn't really mind it. I wouldn't care. It wouldn't bother me. In fact, I would be okay with that. And I think most parents would be okay with a lot of the coloring channels out there. So if a kid is watching my videos and I don't know it, like, what do I do about that? So just being honest there, I'm not trying to hide the fact that my channel could be appealing to children, and that's my concern, is that I think I do fall under that category of kids could be watching it. Even if they don't, they could be, and I don't know that. Because if a YouTube subscriber hands their phone off and says, hey, look at this, then how am I going to know about that? Like, I don't. So it's, I don't know, it's a very weird, like, gray area, and I feel like the government doesn't do a very good job explaining that, and they're going to hold the channel responsible instead of the parent. So, like, to me, if a parent hands the phone off and says, watch this, or you can watch YouTube, and they come to my channel, like, is that my responsibility as a creator? Like, so like, my argument is like, so if a parent lets a kid watch a rated R movie, are they fining the people who create the movie? Like, I don't know. To me, the logic just really isn't there. Like, it doesn't make any sense. So, I'm hoping that they kind of like understand, and that's why I think writing to them is a really great way to kind of like speak your piece about it. That's what I did. I wrote all about how I felt about this in my letter, because I'm like, maybe they just really are not aware of how YouTube works, and maybe it's just like pure ignorance on their part, and maybe we can help them by like explaining our side of the situation here and how we feel about it. I'm hoping that maybe they'll listen to a logical argument, but I don't know. Like, I have no idea. Yeah, Claire, we've been chatting about it. Okay, that's great. Thanks for the info, guys. I've been seeing a lot of people talking about it. I think a lot of the arts and crafts community is really upset about it. The good news for me is that I don't make my income with my channel, so I'm not really that affected by it. I'm not trying to make a living off of YouTube. I just love teaching and making videos, and I just felt that YouTube was a really great platform to do that at. But, I can always adapt and find another way. I could even just record videos and put them on my website, for example, and let you guys watch them that way. So, again, though, I might be subject to fines, but, I don't have any ads on my website, so at least there's that. Again, just, I think if they clarify the definitions and what constitutes child appealing, or just get rid of that whole thing and just say, is it made for kids or not, then I think we'll be fine. I think that since we are adult colorists, that I am talking like an adult to an adult, I don't think, I think we're all right, but, you never know. And, I don't know, it just seems kind of wild, but oh man, we'll figure it out though, guys. Yeah, Deb, it's a kind of a weird thing, like, yeah, exactly, that was my argument too. It's like, yeah, Claire, I think that the government would be very, very open if they get enough of a response. See, that's why I'm talking about it in a video, and that's why I'm trying to get the word out there. It's not to create panic, it's not to create any kind of stress for anybody. It's just to let people know, yes, sign the petition, write to the FTC, tell them how you feel. Because if enough people talk about it, if enough pressure is put on these guys who don't know what they're talking about, then maybe we'll change the way that they think, and that is the way to change the policy. So I think if you're really upset about this, if you're concerned at all, then sign the petition, write to the FTC, and tell them exactly how you feel. And in the description below, there's a video with links to both the petition and also the place where you can go ahead and write your comments to the FTC. Now, I chose to actually mail mine in. That was because the FTC website at the time was actually not working, and also I just wanted to make sure that they knew that I was a real human being who has real feelings about it, and I'm not just some robot that's churning out comments. So that was my strategy. You can do whatever you feel is right for you, though, because I feel like, the more we talk about it, the more we put action to our concerns instead of just talking. If we actually do something about how we feel, then it just makes you feel better. At least you've given it a go. I felt so much better once I put that letter in the mail. I was like, you know what? I've done all I can do as a citizen of the country. I also wrote to my congressman and let him know how I felt about it. Not that the Congress really has any control over the FTC, but I just figured, I just felt so much better after I took some sort of action. So if it's really bothering you, I really highly recommend you do something similar. Let's see. Yeah, a bunch of the petitions going around. Louise, in the description below, there's a link to a YouTube channel from Nerd E Crafter. That's the lady who has a lawyer talk about this thing on her YouTube video, and she has links to everything in her description. So I didn't want to poach her content or anything. I just want to give her a nod and point everybody over in that direction, so that way they can go ahead and check out that video and her description there. So I'm sorry, I'm missing stuff again. I can't read the chat that quickly. Guys, if you have questions for me, just make sure to put them in all caps, because I am not good at multitasking like this. Sorry. It's just, I'm usually better about it when I'm feeling good, but I'm not, you know, when you're in a fog. But I'm really enjoying coloring this page. I've been feeling better today, so I'm just going to keep chatting with you guys if you want. See how far we can get. Let's see. Yeah, Deb, well, the FTC isn't in charge of anything like that, unfortunately. So you know, and I don't really, I'm not even blaming the regulators who are putting all these things in action, because they are trying to look out for the best thing for our kids. If you read the law, it is very, you know, it's well-intentioned. Like, I don't think anybody's trying to be a jerk, you know? It's just that they just don't understand. They're treating social media like a regular website, and it's not. It's a totally different animal. But I just think that they just don't actually understand how to handle the situation, and so they're just doing, it's almost like, have you ever like walked into a test at school and like not known what to do, and so you just start writing BS answers because you just have to put something down? Like, it's almost like they're doing that. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. That's like the best analogy I can come up with, where like they're just BSing their way through a test. And the thing is like, again, I don't think it's malicious at all, but I think it is a problem because there are people out there who do make their primary income on YouTube, and they are seriously affecting those channels hugely. Like, I'm lucky that it's just a hobby for me, and that I have a real like full-time job that pays my bills outside of YouTube. But there are some channels where this is how they make their living, and I feel super duper bad for those channels because through no fault of their own, they're being basically stripped of their income. It's almost like being laid off for work for nothing you did wrong. So hopefully, you know, maybe through all the petition signing and all of the hubbub that's going on, hopefully we can kind of fix it. But oh, that's so great, Emily. I'm glad they have inspired you. Gosh, Emily, your latest one is so beautiful. Thank you for collaborating with me. I really love seeing what you do with them. Let's see, Gary. Okay, see you later, Gary. Yeah, it is really short-sighted, Nana. I feel like a lot of people, you know, they're sort of afraid of what they don't understand, right? So, like, if you're not on social media, if you don't watch YouTube, you know, and you see, like, there's ads on videos that kids might be watching. Oh, no, let's slap a fine on YouTube. Like, that was the reaction there. But instead of, like, kind of really understanding or trying to like get a sense of what YouTube is all about, like they just go, I don't know. I don't really understand it, because if it were me, I would be on YouTube trying to figure it out. But I feel like a lot of people just don't care or don't really understand, like, you know. And all of us art and crafts channels, like, we're like all the nice, like ladies, mostly were ladies, you know, it's like all nice ladies that are just trying to have fun and do artsy things. Like, oh man, it's like they really just don't get it. Yeah, as far as the collecting data goes, I'm not really sure exactly what went down as far as like how much data they collected or what they, I don't know. I don't really know that much about that other than YouTube got a big fine. So I really do need to read more about that. Here I am using, I'm going to switch to Pigeon Gray. This won't show up on camera, so I'm just going to read it off. It's a P10, and yep, that's it. I'm just going to go in and just work on, let's zoom in a little bit too. But yeah, guys, we'll get through it. You know, don't worry. We're gonna be good. It's gonna be just fine. The good news is that you know, I think a lot of people are just sort of trying to like figure out what to do next. Well, I'm just gonna my whole philosophy is I'm just gonna wing it. You know, I'm just gonna figure out and go with the flow and not stress too much about it. Now I'm switching to D10 taupe, and just, it doesn't look very taupe to me. It looks like gray, but that's okay. I'm not going to criticize them for naming their pencils that way. Whatever. And just kind of give some darker gray right under the lash line. Okay. Now, what color eyes? I think I want to give her blue eyes just to be weird and different. She's a mermaid after all. Or merbaby? Merbaby? Maybe I'll give her... What is this color? I should really swatch these pencils. Oh, man. Yeah, Squishy, it's kind of weird how, like, it just happened all of a sudden. Like, this has been going on for a long, long time. Okay, yeah, I'll use this color. It's a peacock blue or V6. Yeah, it's kind of funny how it took them so long to actually get anything done. Like, if this was a problem, like, why did it take them so long to actually slap the big fine on YouTube? I don't know. It's just very weird. The whole thing is weird. It's a weird world. Okay, that's cool. Now I'm going to switch to, I'm going to make her kind of have hazily eyes. So I'm going to switch to the color we were using before, Autumn Leaf, D3. And let's put some of this in there. Why not? Why not? I like these pencils. It's going to take me, it seems like they layer beautifully. It's going to take me a while to finish this, but we can at least get a good portion of it done. Let's see. And I have pencils from, I believe it's the third set as well, so I'm just missing the second set. So I might jump over to that set to use a few colors. You know, Squishy, I can't even imagine or fathom the motivation behind what they're doing. Honestly, I feel like, yeah, I'm not going to get into the politics of it, but I have no idea. Honestly, I don't understand why they chose right now to do it. But it just feels very strange to me. Very weird, but what are you gonna do? Now I'm switching to Mulberry, which is D9. So far I'm just using the one set. Let's see. Let's see how far I can get with those. Okay, now I'm going to switch to this color. Let's try this. What is this? Ooh, I like it. It is Midnight Blue. Of course I like it. It's D8. I don't know what all the D's and stuff are for, but I don't know. These pencils are beautiful though. They're a very hard pencil. They remind me a lot of polychromos. So if you like the polys, you'd love these. And now I'm going to switch over again to the Autumn Leaf, which is D3. Yep. Thanks, Squishy. Yep, it's the Erogeton Set 1. And I might be using the Set 3, I believe it is. Okay, and then just to kind of darken up the blacks of her eyes, the pupils, I'm going to switch to the Faber-Castell Pitt Pen Extra Small. I'm just going to kind of darken up and make that pop right there in the middle. I'll save her eyelashes for when I'm done with the skin. But at least we can kind of get that going. Okay. Alright, now what do I want to do? That's not quite right. Maybe this color? Nope. I'm just playing around different colors. Maybe that one. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Nanamo. What else am I missing? Thank you. Yeah, light layers is the key. The paper is doing really well with these. So far I haven't encountered a pencil I don't like on my paper. Actually, I'm really, really glad about that. Seems like... Oh, this is pretty. Okay, but do I want to use that though? She's a baby. Hold on. I'm just playing around. I'm scribbling on... You can see here, I'm just scribbling on a sheet trying to figure out... what color I want to use. No, not that one. Sorry guys, I didn't swatch these. This is live. Okay, maybe. Alright, before I decide that, I'm trying to decide what her lips are going to be. Let's do her eyebrows. I'm switching to Chestnut Brown D2. Just kind of putting down a base layer over this grayscale just to kind of get rid of the gray. We'll darken that up in a bit, but at least it doesn't look so funny now. I think I'm going to make her have a little blue in her hair since she's a little baby mermaid. Okay. Alright, let's see. You'll figure it out, Becky or Steve. Yep, it takes a little bit of practice. You see here though, I use the same colors underneath the nose as I do for the rest of the face. In fact, for the skin I've only used 2 colors so far. I will throw in a few more into the mix. But I find that actually doing the majority of the skin in a couple of colors when you're not used to doing skin is a really great way to learn. That way you're not really trying to worry about the color as much. So like I'm not as used to doing dark skin tones, so I'm just sticking to a couple of colors. But luckily we can do a lot with a couple of colors, especially if you just vary your pressure. So how hard you push down really does change the color a lot. She's just so cute. When I drew her, I was like, I should color her, and then I didn't. So I've been wanting to color her for a while. Alright. Thank you, Susan. Thank you so much. No. Oh, guys. You know, and the good news is like, so I was talking earlier about art theft and about like not distributing PDFs around. That's not the same as like if you scan in a page and practice on it, especially like for my books, if you scan a page and print it out and practice, I don't mind that at all, and I don't think a whole lot of other artists do too. It's just when you start to send it around and you know, illegally distribute it, that's when it becomes a problem. But if you're scared of something and you want to give it a go before you put it in the book, or maybe you want to, you know, try it out on a different kind of paper, you know, that's totally okay. And so don't feel intimidated. And also, like, there's so many artists out there with PDFs. So what's great about those is like you can print those over and over again and try new things, try different color combos. So there's really no reason to be scared. You can just jump on in and have fun. And even if it doesn't turn out great, you're not forced to show anybody. Like nobody's judging you from the corner going, oh, that's not any good, you know, like. But, you know, if you don't want to share, there's a lot of things that I mess up on that I don't share. There's a recent coloring page and I tried something really experimental, and I failed really badly, and I was like, oh, okay, that's just going in the drawer, never to be seen again. And I'm not embarrassed by that. As an artist, I'm used to failing every once in a while, because I know that the only way that you learn and grow is by sometimes making occasional mistakes. But those mistakes are what helped me grow as an artist, and now I know not to do it that way. You know, so the next time around, I'm going to approach it a different way. So don't be hard on yourself if you're learning. That just means that you're pushing yourself, learning new things, expanding yourself, and growing. I think that's something to be proud of, not something to be upset about. So, yeah, I really feel strong about that. She's looking at you. I need to share what? Aw. I'm very lucky to call your friend Susan. Yeah, I'm lucky to have all you guys here. Thank you guys so much for watching. And to that end, I just want to say, like, when I've been going through a pretty rough week this week, it's really your comments on my videos. Like, that's why I'm kind of bummed, like, they might take away my comments, because I've had comments on my videos. I've had people email me telling me how much that my channel meant to them. Just, like, so many beautiful messages. Like, gosh, guys, it really touches my heart in a way I can't even explain, because I started this channel, so I started it 2 years ago, and it was basically what happened was I was doing stuff on Instagram, and people were like, how did you do this, you know, and they were asking me all kinds of questions, and I would write really long answers, and it would take me a while, because, you know, like, explaining something, you know, do you know how long it would take me to explain what I'm doing right now? Like, it's so hard to explain something in text that's a visual thing. So I would sit there and try and explain it and describe things and try and walk people through it. And then I was getting frustrated. I was like, you know, it would be so much easier if I just did a video. So I started doing time-lapse videos on Instagram. And I was like, oh, this is great, you know, at least I can show what I'm doing. But people were like, oh, can you slow that down? It's going too fast. I can't see what you're doing. I was like, Instagram really isn't going to help me out with this, you know. And at that point, I wasn't very good at live streaming. So I started my YouTube channel as like a way for me to answer questions and help people out in a much easier way. I'm such a visual person, and you know, describing things is one thing, but to actually show is so much better, I think. So I think for teaching coloring or art, I think video is definitely the best method. So yeah, when I started my YouTube channel, it was all just about like me just trying to make everybody's life a little easier when I was trying to help out. And that's what it continues to be for me today. I have no other agenda other than just to teach what I know and to enjoy it and to have fun and chat with you guys. And so, you know, even if YouTube, you know, isn't the way that I deliver my content, I'll still find a way, because at this point now I'm kind of have, oh no, I forgot her ear. Oh my gosh, that's okay. Even though I have a handle on my stage fright, I hate it when I do that. And this is my own drawing. I should have known better. Oh my goodness. Does anybody else do this where they forget something? Okay. Anyway. No matter what, we're going to figure it out, guys. Because, you know, at this point I've grown to like, I missed my regular Tuesday live stream this week, and I was so bummed about it. I wasn't feeling good and I just couldn't stream. But I really missed you guys. I was like, aw, I don't want to not stream. So I've come to really love it, and gotten much less stage fright, and just really love teaching. So yeah, we're gonna keep going. I don't know how, I don't know where, but we'll figure it out somehow. Oh, you're welcome. I'm happy to share. If anybody has any questions for me, I'm really an open book. I have nothing to hide. Oh, Emily, oh my gosh, I'm not good at painting my nails, so I totally hear you on that one. Like, yeah. I mean, this is not a good example of my best work. That's so funny, Emily. Okay, I'm gonna put a little pinky peachy color in her cheeks, so I'm gonna use this shell pink. It's P3. Yeah. Let's see, what else? What else am I missing here? Paint them, then soak them in lukewarm water. Yeah, I do that too. Or I just take a shower squishy. One hand, yeah. Emily's starting a new trend. Just paint one hand, the other hand is natural. I love it. I could do that. Yeah, why do they take so long to dry? That is another excellent question. Because, like, you can't do anything. Like, you gotta just sit there. You can't, you just, yep. Oh, man. That's so funny. So I'm just using this pinky peachy color just on the borders of the where the white meets, the white of the paper meets the skin tone I put down before. We're going to slowly blend this out. You're funny. You guys crack me up. Oh, man. Andrea, I'm just working straight in my book. So I'm working in my Circle Portraits book. And it's the book itself. So here, let me zoom out. So you can see this is my beat up version of it. I've been working in this book for a while now. So it's just the paper right in the book. There's no special paper here. This is 100% recycled paper. We killed no trees in the making of this book. So, yeah, let me zoom back on in. Okay. Yeah. This paper isn't available commercially. I got it through the company that printed the book, so I don't think you can actually, like, it comes in like gigantic rolls in a print shop. So yeah, but if you want a specific paper, so like if you're printing out a page and you need help with paper, I do have a video on my channel about what papers to use, but my basic recommendation is if you're just using color pencils, then pick out a drawing paper. So like a Strathmore drawing paper or a Strathmore Bristol is my favorite. And if you're doing like watercolor or mixed media, then choose like a mixed media paper. I would just choose paper that's suitable for whatever medium you're working in. There's no one right paper for everything. Okay, I'm switching to a coral pink. This is P2. Let me just make sure. Yeah. Okay, so I'm putting a little bit more pink in her cheeks. And this may be hard to see, but it is an undertone. It does affect the way the color looks. Just might not pick it up so well on camera. I'm also using this color to blend and kind of press the pigment into the paper. And I think I'm going to use this in her lips too for at least the highlights. Yep, so let's do that. So I'm just going to pick out the highlights here. So that'll be on her bottom lip here in the middle, and then on the upper lip just at the edges on the top. And just like a cute little baby pink. Okay, back to the cheeks. Just blending out. Basically now I'm just mashing that pigment into the paper and kind of smushing it in. Let's see. Yeah, Becky or Steve, what my plan to do is to write adult coloring in every video title. Hopefully that will make it clear that it's not meant for children. However, you know, the problem is that there's going to be a machine through YouTube which will tell us. So like no matter what we decide, there could be the machine itself, the algorithm that YouTube creates could override our choices. So that's the concern there. And the other concern is that while you may decide that your videos are not suitable for children, and YouTube may agree with you and not flag it as suitable for children, that you could still be fined by the FTC if they find that it is child appealing. So that's the problem there, is that no matter what we do, really the ultimate decision comes down with a bunch of guys who are not writing clear laws. So we don't really know what's going on. So as much as we can try to help with that, I think there's going to be a whole lot of ambiguous enforcement of that law unless they change the way that it's written or just specify better what exactly is classified as child appealing, which those words to me are just ridiculous because yeah. It's like, what appeals to children? Everything. Children are interested in everything, guys. What's appealing to a child? We can't control that. And it really is the parents who should be deciding what their children watch. Yeah. Well, I think you'll be able to stream, Emily. I think it just might be that people might not be able to chat, but they really haven't, YouTube really hasn't said what they're going to do about live streams. So I really have no idea. They could very well do nothing about it. I have no idea. So it's just unfortunate that it's hard because they're creating a situation where they're forcing us to make decisions, but we don't have all the full information. So it's like a math problem where, you know, we don't have all the info, so it's like I can't finish the problem. I can't figure it out. I don't know. Okay, I'm switching to Crimson. This is D1. And I'm just going to go in. Just on the edges in the center. Okay, now I'm going to switch back to, I think this is quickly becoming my favorite color. This is D3 Autumn Leaf. I'm just going to fill in. I don't want her to seem like she has lipstick on, but I did want to give her a little pinky tone to her mouth. But she's a little baby. She doesn't need lipstick. But see, I think this video could be very much classified as child appealing because it has a kid in it, like this baby here. Who knows, guys? Who knows? But like, I'm talking about very adult things in my channel, so copyright laws and yeah, who knows? Oh no, oh my goodness, let me read. Yeah, it is very confusing. Yeah, I don't want to get fined either. Yeah, I think it doesn't go in effect until January, Emily, so we have a little bit of time to figure it out. So at least there's that. Yeah, fines are really high, Andrea, so unfortunately it's kind of scary for us as creators. Yeah, I refuse to give up. Whether or not I actually stream on YouTube is one thing, but I refuse to give up streaming because at this point I've grown to really love it. I love communicating with you guys in this way, and I love sharing what I know. So I'm not going to give up. Whether or not I do it here, whether or not I do it somewhere else is another matter. Another thing I was thinking about doing is just making my streams private, which means that you guys would need a link in order to join, and then it kind of avoids the whole situation. It also means that people will have a harder time finding me, but if they find me through other channels or through you guys, like word of mouth telling other people, then that might be a really great way to go. But yeah, I mean, it's basically taking us out of the picture, like, and the thing is, it's going to affect more than just the coloring community. It's going to affect a lot of other channels too. So I'm pretty sure that this is not gonna, I don't know, I just can't imagine that this is going to last very long, because once they see the effect that it creates, I don't know. Oh, hi, sorry I missed you, Sammy. Thanks for coming. I'll see you later. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm considering Twitch. I already have a Twitch username, so if you're looking for me over on Twitch, I'm Laura Colors too. Try and make it easy for you guys. I have no videos there, but I have a account, and I'm ready for it. So if I need to go to Twitch, I've already sort of figured it out. I've been kind of looking, like, I was not familiar at all with Twitch. And so I've just been kind of looking at it and getting myself familiar with that platform. It looks very easy. You do need an account to sign up, but the account is free. So, you know, Twitch might have a huge resurgence of new users from this whole thing as a side effect. We'll see. But, yeah, for right now, I'm just, you know, I'm trying not to react to something that hasn't happened yet. We don't know yet. As far as I know, all of YouTube that is upset about this is lobbying and signing petitions and, you know, writing letters to the government. So hopefully it will change before January if we make a big enough impact. So that's why I'm talking about it on my channel. I really want you guys to go ahead and sign that petition, write to the FTC. It doesn't matter if you're not in the country. You know, if you're a consumer of YouTube videos and you loved coloring and art channels, then go ahead and write to them even if you don't live in our country, because you know, I think that they'll have to listen. If the whole entire world says, no, you're wrong, stop being silly, dudes, maybe they'll listen to us. But I don't think a small group will be heard, so we've really got to be massive. We've got to be bazillions of people. Yep, bazillions, that's a word. But we've got to really kind of show up in force and say, hey, that's not right, you're silly, go away, don't do that. And maybe they'll listen. Oh, bye, Squishy. Take care. Yeah, it's a gaming community, but that I don't think that they're gonna say, hey, you can't hang out here. Like, I do see some art channels on Twitch, so who knows? It's, you know, it's just a platform like anything else. So I was also considering places like Vimeo, which is another video platform. I was also considering just recording my videos and then uploading them straight to my website. So we'll figure it out. There's also Facebook live streaming. There's Instagram live streaming. There's plenty of ways to get videos out there, so I'm not super worried. I know that I'll be able to adapt to whatever happens. It's just a matter of figuring it out and not panicking. Don't panic! And bring a towel. No, just kidding. Sorry. If you don't know that reference, it's Douglas Adams. Anyway, I'm such a nerd. Oh, Katrina, these are the Tombow Orogeton pencils. I'm using set 1, and I also have set 3. I'm going to maybe use a color from there in just a bit. But it's mostly set 1 right now. Yeah, there are a lot of art channels on Twitch. So, yeah. Amanda, on Twitch you can actually have your users donate money just like we do with our super chats. So if you do want to create revenue that way, they do allow that, which is pretty cool. I'm not really concerned about the revenue bit, but if that's something that concerns you, there is a way to do that on Twitch. I don't think they have ads the same way YouTube does, but they do have, I saw on Twitch a whole bunch of people, I was watching a Twitch video, and a whole bunch of people were donating money, like $1 here, $1 there, to this guy who was streaming. So it seems like if you want support through your work that way, that is a viable option. Another thing that a lot of people do that I just don't do is you can also just have a PayPal link. You know, just link your PayPal and people can donate to your channel if they want to. But I like creating free content. I don't really like putting a monetary requirement on my videos because I feel like art is for everybody, and I just love doing it, so I don't feel the need to charge for it. Oh no! Emily! You guys are so funny. I missed you. Okay, I am switching to a different... So this would be the only color I use from the set 3. This is called Ecru. It's a VP3. And I'm going to just use this. I don't want the white of the paper showing here, but I also don't want it... I do want it to be a little bit shiny because she's underwater. So I'm just using this to go over that white area, and we'll probably blend it all out with another color. Probably that autumn leaf color, which I am so digging. Little nose. Hello, little nose. You're such a cute little lady. And this is a beautiful skin tone as well. Alright, I really like these pencils. I do have to press hard because they are a hard pencil. They remind me of the Polys for sure. But, you know, I like, you know what, I like all kinds of pencils, honestly. I really like the layering that these have and how rich the pigment is. Little face. So cute. Sorry. I was talking to myself. Oh, guys. Oh yeah, that helps a lot. It just gives it a little color to the highlight areas on her skin. I do want it to seem super shiny though, because she's underwater, so. And she's also like a very young, very young baby, so they have that glow about them that's so amazing. Okay, I think I'm missing chat. Hold on, I'm just gonna really quick before I lose my place. All right, what's going on? Okay. Yeah, so you can have subscribers pay, and they also have, yeah, I feel the same way, Amanda. I just don't want a big fine. I don't really need money from it. Oh, thanks, Emily. I just make my own swatch sheet, so I'll show you what I usually do. Hold on, let me zoom out for a second. Normally what I do, I have these pencil rolls. So I got this one. It's some cute little kitties. I don't know why, I just really felt like it. But what's great about these pencil rolls that I buy is that they have this zipper and you can put something in there. So I'll show you what I do with another set that I have. So, where is my, oh, here we go. So for example, the Black Widow set that I was using the other day, I just put in this little pouch my little color chart. So that's usually what I do. And that way it's always with the pencils. And I can put like an eraser in there and a sharpener if I'm on the go. So I just love these little roll-up thingies. I don't know if you guys can see this okay. But yeah, she's coming along. Let's see if that helps. Oh, there we go. Just fixing the light a little bit. Alright, let's zoom back in so we can keep going. Let's see if I can finish her skin on stream. Sammy, I think it's all channels. So I think we all have to just kind of really figure it out. It sucks. I'm not gonna lie, guys, it does suck. But we'll figure it out. As a community, we will figure out what to do. Okay. Oh wait. Sorry, I'm switching to Coral Pink P2. I'm gonna just fill in her ears. I love the ears to be a little pink, especially for babies. They really do have very pink ears. And let's put this color on her nose more. Pink little nose, a little bit of pink. Alright, and now I'm going to switch to Yeah, I think what it is, yeah, the parents weren't monitoring what their children were watching, and then they blamed YouTube for it instead of accepting. Okay, yeah, I'm going to switch to Chestnut Brown, that's D2. They didn't accept responsibility for their own lack of parenting skills. Sounds about right. Everybody passing the buck on to us. Oh, man. But we're going to get through this, guys. Like, I was thinking the other day, I was like, you know, no matter what happens, there's always going to be a way. There's so many different avenues to, it's just that I just like YouTube. I just like the platform. I'm familiar with it. I've already grown an audience here that, you know, comes to know and expect certain things from me. So it's going to kind of suck if we've all got to set up, like, figure out a new platform or whatever. But thing is I'm not adverse to learning new things. I'm not adverse to adapting and growing and finding other ways to do it. So if that's what I gotta do, so be it. I'm not gonna let it get me down. See you later, Shell. Yeah, it depends on which ones you get, Susan. Some of them have zippers and some of them don't, so you gotta really pay attention when you buy them. But I always try and get the ones with zippers. Yep, I'm gonna use, I'm switching over to Kingfisher. This is V7. And we're gonna do some fun little lighting effects with the shadows. You guys know I love to create funky shadow colors. So since she's underwater, I'm going to use this really beautiful dark turquoisey, bluey, greeny color. That's a technical term. To create some shadows. Sorry, I'm not looking at the chat. I will in just a moment. Now, you don't have to do this if you don't want to. You can definitely use a dark brown for this instead. If the blue color freaks you out, totally get it. It's a weird color to use for the skin. All right, what's everybody saying? Oh, Emily. Oh, everything's their fault, huh? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you upset. Oh, that's good. I'm glad that you go bolder now. I'm glad that you like watching me work. That's great. Because, you know, that's what I'm here for, is just to kind of put the fear out of the whole thing. I know a lot of people are scared about skin tones, but really it's not so hard once you figure it out. It's more a matter of practice and being willing to try it and learn. And, you know, if you make a mistake, nobody's gonna, like, point and laugh at you. You know, you just put it aside and try something different. But yeah, it makes me really happy to hear that you're having fun working on portraits. I love portraits. I just find they are so relaxing for me. I don't know why. Give her a little blue glow. And I'm going to kind of be very sparing on her cheeks. I do want that pinkiness to really come through, so I'm going to be very careful about that. I'm just going to go on the edge here. But up near her eyes, I feel like that's a great place. And under her hairline especially. Because I'm going to give her some I think this will be the color I use for the shadows of the hair too. And let's put a little definition right there. Oh wait, can you see? I'm sorry, my off camera. Oh, so cute. She really is a sweetheart. I tried to make her look like she was kind of like surprised to see you. Like, hey, what are you doing here? This is my pond, or my ocean. Put a little blue just under the eyelash line. Okay, switching colors. What's the next color? I'm gonna leave that out though because I want to use it for her hair later. Thank you guys. See you later, Connie. Thanks for coming. Who else? What did I? Oh, thanks, Emily. Thanks, Robin. Oh, pizza! Oh my gosh, now I'm hungry for pizza. Not that I'll eat it, but you guys have really cheered me up today, and I'm so glad that I talked to you. Oh, that's the wrong color. I'm switching to Crimson D1. So yeah, I will be back next week. Hopefully I'll be feeling better. Excuse me. Hopefully I'll be feeling better next week, and we'll be back to normal as far as the Tuesday Villain Sans stream. So hopefully we'll be back to normal soon. Give her a little more pink in her lips, just on the edges. And now I'm going to switch to my favorite autumn leaf color. Just kind of gonna blend that out a little bit more. Okay, and I'm gonna just put a little bit more of this right under the nose here. So now I'm just fussing around, just sort of trying to get everything the right level of depth. Yeah, these pencils can layer for days, it feels like. They're really difficult to burnish though, so if you're somebody who likes to blend and burnish, you really have to press really hard. But if you like to layer and layer and layer, they are gorgeous. And I'll be using them a lot more. I had the one set, but it didn't feel complete to me because it was just the one, but now having two together, especially they have all these beautiful dark browns that I just adore. Let's see. Have a great night, Nana. Enjoy your pizza. Oh, they're just gathering dust. Oh man, you should break them out, Em. Definitely, try them out. Now, Emily, you like softer pencils though, don't you? So maybe you won't like them as much. I don't know why, but I like both soft and hard pencils for different reasons. Like, I would so use these for hair all day long. Probably not as much skin tone all the time, although they really are layering so nice, so it is nice. For people who have a heavy hand, these pencils would be great, I think, because they do require a lot of layering, and if you press really hard, it's not like Prismas where it's like gets dark really quick. You've seen like how many layers I'm putting down. So, thank you, Sammy. Awesome, guys. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, I love the Black Widows. Oh my gosh. I'm going to be going back to those really soon as well, because they were so much fun on that steampunk page. So, you know, it's funny, like, the more pencils I get, the more I realize that I am pencil agnostic. I really love working with just about any material, which is great because, you know, that means that I'm never going to be super picky about what I'm using. So that's nice. All right, I'm going to switch back to my Kingfisher V7 color, and let's put some of this in the eyebrows. Let's darken up those eyebrows and give her kind of a turquoisey color hair. And that's the hair color I'm going to use for up here. So let's do that too. Let's move her down a little bit. Not that much, sorry. Okay. So let's play with her hair now. I think once we frame the face with the hair, it'll really start to come alive. So what's great about these pencils is, like, I've been pressing down so hard and they've still, like, I haven't sharpened them yet. I would be sharpening them by now if I was using Prismas or like my Lumis or anything, any softer pencil. So that's really nice, is that I think these will last me forever. I'm not sure if they're going to come out with a full set, Becky, or Steve. I'm not really sure, but I did hear that apparently they are planning on doing open stock. And that makes me really excited, because that was one thing I was afraid of about using them, was that I couldn't order a single pencil, but apparently they are planning on doing open stock soon. So that is super exciting, because there's certain colors that I use a lot, and then certain colors just stay there and never get used. So it's just, I just use the same color palette all the time because I'm so predictable. So yeah, super exciting. And that to me really shows that, like, the company is trying to really listen to artists and provide us a good quality material. So that's nice. Yeah, never have too many pencil sets. Yeah, that's the word I heard, and that was from another artist who said that they were able to contact the company, and they basically got them from, like, a representative of the company. They were able to order open stock if they emailed them directly, and apparently they heard from that dude from the company. So this is all secondhand info. I don't know if it's right or not, but I'm pretty sure that nobody would make that up. That doesn't seem like something of a story that someone would tell. So I'm excited. Hopefully that happens. I think it would be a smart move on their part, because I think that might be what be holding people back from buying their pencils. So we'll see what happens. It's going to be exciting this year, guys. It's going to be a crazy year next year, too. We're going to have a lot of fun. I don't really care where I am or what I'm doing. I'm going to find a way to still teach and have fun with you guys, because it's going to be... There's so much more to do. There's so much more to learn and to teach and to play with and figure out, and so who knows. We'll make it work. See, now this blue that I put in the skin tone is now making a whole lot of sense now that we put that same color in the hair. It's almost like the light is bouncing around and having some fun playing on her skin. Alright, I'm going to rotate the book only because I'm just trying to be nice to my hands. Let me make sure I'm in camera. Sorry guys, if any of you hate that, just look away, don't look. Okay. Yep, and this little baby I thought would be perfect for a shorter stream because it's a smaller drawing. It's only part of the page and not the full page, so I'm thinking we'll be good. I'm pretty much done the skin now, so now that I've done more of the hair, I'll finish the hair off stream, but let me just take a look and see what we need to finish this skin. Yeah, so let's deepen up some of the shadows around her nose and her mouth. So I'm going to use this chestnut brown. This is D2. Yeah, it's a mer baby. You got it, Raquel. Hello. Oh yeah, white prismas. You can't ever have enough of those. Oh, Nana. Oh. I'm not sure what you mean, Andrea. Mm-hmm. Oh, you have 5 hedgehogs? Oh my gosh, are they the pygmy hedgehogs like Sammy has? You know, before Sammy, I had never ever seen a hedgehog as a pet before. I'm so fascinated. Unfortunately, Buzz is not doing so well, so we all gotta give a prayer that Buzz is, you know, comfy and feeling safe, and because, yeah, poor Buzz. I really feel for you, Sam. Okay, I said I was going to do the nose, and now here I am going all over the place. Sorry. Just 1 second. Okay, now we're going to do the nose. So I'm just going to give a little more. Yeah, wow. Even though I've burnished and pressed down on this paper, they're still layering over top. This is amazing, guys. I think these could layer forever. I could be wrong. I haven't. This is the first time I'm using them, but just from this experience here, it will depend on the paper too. I'm just loving it though. Okay, let's also put some more depth right there. I think I actually want to get in there with a darker color. Goodness, I don't know if you guys can hear, but the neighbors are like getting kind of crazy with the doors. Okay. Aww. Yeah, I'm glad he's comfy. Alright. What color? Really need a very dark color, so I'm gonna go with something probably counterintuitive. We're gonna go back to Mulberry, D9. I'm gonna put this right at the corner of the mouth. Just darken up that right there. And just follow that line that I already drew. And we're going to go right under that lip there. And now I'm going to go in, just kind of darken up the eyelash line. I'm still not going to do the eyelashes yet because I'm not quite finished. Let's finish that actually. Let's go with Autumn Leaf again. I think I'm redundant at this point. I think I could have just done the whole thing with this color. Okay. Man, those guys, they're like shaking the house. All right. Let's see. I'll see you later, Christina. Wow, you have all of them. They are so cute. You named your main one Lilo? That's really cute. Oh, you ended up with 17. Oh my goodness. That's too much for me. Oh wow. Oh my goodness. That's really funny. I'm sorry for laughing. I shouldn't be laughing. That's mean. That's a lot though. I'm gonna switch to Coral Pink P2. Oh my goodness. It's 17. Oh my goodness. I'm just gonna go right around the brightness of her cheeks here and just give her a little pink glow. Little babies have this beautiful pink glow around their cheeks. I don't want her to feel like she's having blush, so I'm not going to give it a dark color, but let's put a little on her shoulder just for fun. And let's put a little up here. She had 3 girls and 1 boy. We're keeping a boy and naming him Stitch. That's great. Oh my goodness. You guys are funny. Okay. Now that we've deepened up some shadows, I'm going to go to D1 Crimson. And let's just kind of add a little bit more of this color right to the lips, just right on the edges. Not trying to make her look like she has lipstick, but just a little bit more pink. And let's do it actually right here too, just right under the nose. Just a little bit of color. Let's also put a little right on the corner of her eye. Just a little right there. And now I'm going to burnish the light spots again. So I'm going to use the VP3 Ecru, or Ecru, however you say it. Just kind of burnish. Just blend out what we just put down. Cover up the white of the paper. Yeah, I don't know if you guys are picking this color up. It's so light. But it is definitely giving a color. do you think, Abs? Is it done? All right. Well, I think I have finished the skin, so what I'm going to do is I'll do the rest off camera. I think this gives you guys a really good idea of where I would take it from here. So I'll finish up her hair, then I'm going to do like a blue in the background, and I haven't decided what I'm doing for the fishy yet. But I just kind of wanted to work on this little lady, and while I was chatting with you guys. So yeah, does anybody have any other questions? And before you guys go, could you do me a huge favor? Just anybody in the chat, just right now, go ahead and put your age. I just want to see what audience I actually have. If I have children in my audience, then I'll definitely put my videos as child content. But just go ahead. I'm not going to judge. My age is 38, in case anybody wants to know. I'm almost 40 years old. So if you just go ahead and put your age in the chat, or in the comments below if you're watching this after the stream, I'm just going to call you guys out and say hi and mention your age, and that way we can really get a sense of exactly who is watching the coloring community's videos. So let's see, we've got Daria is 68, Michaela 51, Nana 57, we've got Amanda is 31, Robin is 58, Crafty Sarah is 39, Color and Chat with Sammy is 32, Louise is 48, Susan 61, Emily 33, Loretta 52, Barbara, we've got 51. Sorry, Abby is trying to join the stream. Hi, cutie. Sorry, where did we leave off? Barbara 51, Becky or Steve 57, Amanda 57. Yeah, I'm 38, guys. So we're all adults here. We're all over the age of 25. Abby, you are literally right. Let's lift this up just so that she can't, Oh, Abby. Come here, cutie. No, you refuse. You're gonna... Abby wants to end the show by saying hello. We've got, No, I'm old. We've got Bethany Colors at 50. We've got the Fabulous Idiot at 49, and what a great name. So yeah, you guys, I think we're clearly an older crowd. Come here, you cutie. Oh, sorry guys. Kitty, now you guys can see my my messy desk. Let's see. Yeah, okay, good. So I feel very confident that my channel is not geared towards children. Yes. Abby Butt is right. So thank you all for coming, and thank you all of you wonderful adults who are coloring in the community. I really do appreciate all of your feedback, all of the comments that you've been giving me. I had a beautiful email recently where somebody said that I've helped them through a very difficult time in their life. Those kind of comments, like, I can't even explain to you how much it means to me. It really touches my heart in a way that I never imagined coloring could. So thank you guys so much for watching and for supporting me and you know, hanging out with me. I just love it so much, and you guys are awesome. So yeah, I'm gonna be 39 in a week or so, a week and a half. So I'm just, you know, I'm old too. We're all old. I don't think anybody's under the age of 18 who watches my videos. So hopefully I won't be affected by the new YouTube rules, the new FTC crackdown. But no matter what happens, I'm just here. I'm going to figure it out. We're all going to learn and grow together. in some platform or another. So just keep an eye out. If you aren't part of my email list, let me grab that really quick before we go. Laura Folio. Sorry, I wasn't prepared for that. Email. Here we go. So if you're not on other platforms, if you don't follow me on Instagram, or if you don't, if you're not part of my Facebook group, you can sign up for my email newsletter. What I'm going to do is anytime I have major news regarding my channel or my content, I'm going to make sure to put it there as well. The reason why is because I know a lot of people just are here strictly on YouTube, and I don't want to leave anybody out. So I'm going to make sure to have a way to get in touch with any one of you, no matter if you're on Instagram or Facebook or anything else. So, and that's totally free. I don't give your email. That list is just me. So I design the emails. I do all of the work behind it. I don't hire anybody. So that's just me. It stays private. It stays with me. You will never be sold. Your email will never be sold. So you can trust that that is just for me to communicate with you, basically. So yeah. Thank you guys so much. I hope this answered all the questions I've been getting lately. If it didn't, then put questions in the comments below while you can, because I don't know if the comments are going away or not, but at least for now we still have them. So use them, use them, use them. And don't forget to give a whole lot of support to all the other coloring channels. I know that right now everybody's kind of freaking out, but just know that you know, we're all going to find a way to adapt to this. So don't worry, just keep on coloring. We're going to be all right, guys. I hope you have a wonderful, magical time coloring. Bye. Now I have to figure out how to end this. Can I end it? Great. Abby, how do I? Oh, there it is.